next bout of the evening. Another last-minute replacement coming up. Keenan Raymond is about to make a walk as he did 2 weeks ago in this very arena, filling in for Josh Jones on literally 1 day's notice to take on Tommy Lee Davis.
That is a very short notice replacement. Keenan always game though. However, I think this is the heaviest he's fought ever. I've seen him at 55, I think at 70 before, but 85 against a heavy striker like Tommy Lee Davis. Tall task ahead of him. Keenan, despite the fact that he is often known for striking, he's actually a black belt in judo and has fantastic wrestling and takedowns as well.
He's a phenomenal judo practitioner, a great wrestler as well, and taking this fight on literally a day's notice with former teammate of his, Rich Santiago, in his corner. I remember Keenan from back in the Rivera Athletic Center days. It's just kudos to him for taking this fight. No one stepped up to take it. He's like, yeah, you know, I fought at 170 a couple weeks ago. I won't have to cut any weight. I could fight at 185. See if I could take this guy down, beat him up on the ground. But Tommy Lee Davis had a fight fall through for him 2 weeks ago against Josh Jones, and then the same matchup fell through again on a day's notice for this very fight card. In steps Keenan Raymond, looking to shock the crowd here and walk away with a win.
Keenan's one of these guys, too, that any time, any weight, any place, he's ready to just throw down.
It's funny, Tommy Lee Davis, I feel like was a staple of Cage Titans a few years ago. I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder where he's been, but I'm glad to see him back.
And out walks Tommy Lee Davis. Tommy Terrific, as they call him. 1-1 as a professional. Came on the scenes, fell short in his first fight, come back with a win. Looking to climb to 2-1 tonight. A substantial amateur career, most of it held in this very cage.
Now, here's the thing, too. You got to remember, Keenan Raymond took this fight on 1 day's notice, but so did Tommy Lee Davis. And to make those adjustments, a lot of people forget about that.
Keenan definitely brings a different
threat, different flavor, different style than who Tommy Lee Davis was previously matched up with. So as Don aptly pointed out, you've been training for one thing this whole time, and all of a sudden it's an entirely different look. That is tough for both parties.
And he's got Chip Maraza Pollard in the corner, does Tommy Lee Davis, as well as Andy Cote, Mark Delagrade. A whole entourage coming with the Loco Lobo in there. Fabio Chiron, Sarah Quick, Emily Kelly. Whole entourage for Tommy Lee Davis. He's had a long layoff, and people have just been dying to see him get back to action. He's been dying to get back to action. A tough guy to find matchups for. Finds one tonight in Keenan Raymond. He's looking to go in, make quick work, climb to 2-1, and start looking for his next opponent. But Keenan Raymond is looking to put a stop to the momentum that Tommy Lee Davis has and silence the crowd tonight. A long and rangy striker. I've had the pleasure of sparring with Tommy Lee Davis on an occasion or two. Uses his range really well, and I've trained with Keenan many, many times, and he just comes in with explosive strikes. A stylistic clash, if you will, in this middleweight fight. One I'm excited to see for more reasons than just the stylistic, just because it's on 1 day notice, and you never know how explosive they'll come out of the gates, not knowing exactly what they're walking into on 1 day's notice of preparation.
Okay, so you've got the insider scoop for both parties.
Oh, strange. I'm the guy that has that this time. All right. We'll take it to the measurables and make this one official.
Tommy Lee Davis, 31 years of age, 185 pounds, standing 6'2", with a 76-inch reach.
Very, very, very long.
And he's wearing those DBZ shorts, which I have mixed feelings about.
I'm a big fan. Are you not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, Ken?
It's not a good anime, but he looks good in those tie shorts, so it all works out.
All right, ladies.
I think he'd look good in A shorts.
Prepare yourselves for the 14th bout of the evening. A professional middleweight mixed martial arts contest scheduled for 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, with a professional record of 3 victories and 6 defeats. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 175 pounds. He is representing Rhode Island Misfits. Let's hear it for Keenan Spaz Out Raymond! And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with the professional record of 1 victory and 1 defeat. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 185 pounds. He is representing Sityodtong. Let's hear it for Tommy Terrific Lee Davis! And our referee for this matchup is Alan Lau.
All right, they touch gloves in the center beforehand, and I'm expecting guns blazing.
Keenan Raymond in the black and green camo trunks. Tommy Terrific in the blue and orange trunks.
And second glove touch right for that
Keenan goes
takedown.
right for the takedown.
Lands it.
Scores the first points with a big takedown early, does Keenan Raymond.
Elbows off the back from Tommy Lee Davis.
Sneaky elbow there.
I like how he's working his way to the cage. Keenan is keeping a tight wrap around the body, which will make it hard for Davis to stand, but he's prepping that triangle pretty well.
That he is, and he's stopping it by putting a hand on the heel, the foot, getting back inside the guard. Keenan Raymond doing a good job of neutralizing the larger opponent in Tommy Lee Davis by taking him down right out the gate.
Tommy seems so relaxed right here. This isn't the first time he's gotten up. Now, that being said, he also didn't seem like he was ready for that takedown. You know, they touched gloves and Keenan went right for it, and, you know,
Still
a little bit of a
onto
slow
it.
start.
I like how Tommy is scooting his butt back to the cage. Because if you keep your hips flush to the cage, it's hard for your opponent to take your back. It really defends your back, and that's a good strategy there from him. High-level stuff out of, Camp Sit Your Tongue and Junica.
Keenan's actually holding that far leg and drags him away from the cage, but Tommy keeps scooting his butt back to that cage like you've been saying, Ken.
Keenan's got both legs laced, but Tommy pushes him past the knees, which allows him to open that for the butterfly guard, making him a lot safer than he was several seconds ago. Still sitting, but
He's got 1 foot out of that. See if he chooses to post with it. Nice little punch from the bottom.
Keenan's doing a great job of keeping that pressure, constantly grinding, keeping his head in Tommy's chin and winning that head control battle right here.
We talked about his wrestling acumen. Keenan Raymond proving to be the superior grappler thus far.
Keenan Raymond is always dangerous in the opening bell. He does have a tendency to fade by the second round, though. So I'm assuming that his strategy right now, especially on such short notice, is to control Tommy on the ground and try to get a ground and pound finish before it goes on too long and gives Tommy a chance to recover.
Now, both fighters rotate here, and this is actually a huge advantage for Keenan because Tommy's been posting up against the cage and not really allowing Keenan to land some great ground and pound. But as Keenan pushes him more to the center of the cage and turn his body, that's where he's going to start landing and grinding.
Liking those elbows off the back, making Keenan uncomfortable. I agree with you, Don. Very good point. The cage is an underutilized weapon in MMA, but also a double-edged sword where it can prevent someone from taking your back, but also prevent you from getting back up.
Tommy pulls onto full guard here and holds onto the top. Keenan's upper body, so he can't really land that ground and pound, but I don't really see either fighter really advancing too much in this position.
I agree. Keenan is
Oh.
Good back take right there. And I don't...
What?
Fight's over.
What happened?
Fight's over. Fight's over. I don't know what's going on, but looks like Keenan Raymond might have tapped or something. And that's the end of the fight. A little bit of confusion here. I'm not sure what happened.
Tommy's very upset the referee called that. I didn't see a tap. I don't know what happened. Keenan's
oh, he hurt himself, I guess.
His groin? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either, but Keenan Raymond apparently shaken up from being in Tommy Davis's guard. And the fight's over due to an injury. He did take it on short notice. Tommy Davis was upset at first, thinking that it was just, I'm not sure exactly.
I think Tommy's still upset right now. I think he really wanted to stand in there and bang. And you said it's been such a long layoff. That urge to fight, I don't think has left him yet.
Yeah, and he really didn't get to let anything off. I mean, Keenan Raymond, just something happened. Might have pulled something in the inside leg. I'm not sure, but
I do understand the frustration. Whenever a fight ends prematurely and you don't get the satisfaction of the finish, it just doesn't feel right, and it leaves a sour taste in your mouth.
All right, I'll get the official call in a moment then, and this one will be chalked up in the books. Tommy Lee Davis climbs to 2-1. So, there we go.
I'm still real confused by this decision and what happened here. Not decision, but what
Just
exactly
what took
happened.
place. Yeah, I agree.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these two warriors. Referee Alan Miles called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 1. Giving you your winner by verbal submission, Tommy Terrific Lee Davis Jr.
Well, not probably exactly the return that Tommy Lee Davis wanted. The fight did end with a very slick back take on his part, and
hoping for the best of Keenan Raymond as well. I hope that recovery goes smooth.